Great. So we are online now. Hi, welcome to the day 3 of our portfolio session. And I am today quite prepared to share my ideas and thoughts that how I am going to build my own portfolio. And you can take inspiration from that and also understand that whether you would be able to use those things in your own portfolio, or maybe think little bit different in terms of having your own personality reflected. So most of the time I think I would be brainstorming, and then I would be sharing things related to Figma site, that what is possible from where, right? So follow along, and if you have anything to ask, just write in the chat. Also, after stream ends, I think chat data won't be available, so it's better if you can comment that part, and then it will stay. And then also, if I reply to your question in the comments, or whether here live, it will remain after this session ends. I did share these links online, so whomsoever is online can join directly. And let's go back to our stream. So today, what all things we are going to discuss, let me just share my screen, and yeah, here. So few things. First, I was creating all these, right? So few things. So I'll start from here, and in terms of menu, right, I decided to put it on the left, and this is the mobile version. It will open the hamburger menu, right? And I have created a component which will open it, right? Certain CTAs, then all the menus. Great. And these are the two headers which I have put over here, and yeah, in few places this will be on the main pages of whatever these menu option will open, and this header is for the internal page. And also behind this I have put this loading GIF. In case things are not loading that quickly, this will at least give a hint that okay, things are loading. So behind this back button there is a GIF. Also, I have this GIF for images and other things, and I have put that GIF here on my case study template, right? And this is how I have been thinking. Okay, so there would be 3 tags, then the title and a bit about the case study, that what it has achieved, and then a CTA to open the case study. Here I can have 2 different thumbnails, one for a desktop version, and then there is another one which is hidden, which is on top of it. It will open in mobile version, right? So it is hidden by default, but when this changes, right, like here I have added properties. So desktop thumbnail and mobile thumbnail. Desktop thumbnail will appear when it is in desktop breakpoint, and mobile thumbnail in mobile what do we call it, breakpoint. Yeah. And then I have certain elements copied from my previous website, and I have used them as a template. And I mean, I'm not going to use these words as it is. I will be improving it. So in short, this is a hero section, and below that I have page headers based on what kind of page is being loaded. I have two different header sizes, right? Then I have an experience card, and over there I have made this component with these experience cards along with a slot. That means I can increase these number of items afterwards, and I won't have to just update this component that often. Then I have done same with awards and certifications, and then I have made a simple template for blog, which I will be writing in the future, and then a footer with the contact me section. So that's pretty much it. That's mainly for the home page. And home page, I have created a simple layout, and also there are few things. So these are reference links when we want to get some action from it. First of all, if we have a button like mail me, right? So we can put this mail to and then your own email ID, and it will directly open an email preloaded with your email ID. So that's easier. And for phone, for opening dialer, you can use just this simple hyperlink, and for opening your WhatsApp you can use this, right? I mean, you can use this number. You can get this from WhatsApp web itself. Find a little bit about it, that what you have to put over here, but I think your phone number will go over here, and that will open the WhatsApp. I wouldn't suggest that you do it directly, but if you are giving this phone number, it might not be a bad idea to give a WhatsApp as well. Up to you to decide, right? So that also I have created a hover for all these icons, because by themselves they do not explain what they are, and having a label really helps with the user interaction. So when you hover on these, they show a tooltip, right? So let me give you an example. So when you hover, you get what these mean, and once someone clicks on it, it opens the page, right? So that's how I have made it. And to make them simply, so this is a component set. I have used one child component over here for the state, and I have used one child component from this particular component, the child of this one over here, and then I have changed their different icons over here. So yeah, that is something which is being done over here. Also, if you can see, each icon has a menu text. That means I can directly open these texts and change it within these itself, right? So yeah, that made my primary navigation over here feasible, right? So yeah, and in mobile version, I think we do not have plenty of space to accommodate this width on mobile devices. That's why I have put a hamburger menu instead of all these navigation items, right? Also, this link, quick link, which I have created over here, it's more of a drop down, and they take you to respective links. So when I play it, it looks something like this, right? I have given a very small interaction of scale up by certain percentage. So when you hover over them, they grow a little bit, and then this happens, right? So I can make all these things in Figma site itself. If I show you how I have made them, then it's just an interaction. So when interaction is when mouse leaves, it changes to another state. That means from here to here, and then the on hover effect, it's grow. So if you see, it's just the scale which went from 1x to 1.05x, and there is a transition ease out, right? And also I have connected all these to respective pages so that I do not have to reconnect again and again. All right, and also within these are also pre-connected. So hire me takes you to the hire me page, and connect me takes you to the connect me page, and of course quick links open up this one, right? So I have used one child of this component over here, and that opens up this quick links drop down, right? So these are primary navigation. I'm sure that when you are creating all these navigations, you might have something different in your mind, maybe on the top, on the right, at the bottom, up to you, wherever you put your primary navigation. But having the knowledge of how it is being created in nested format, in form of these CTAs or drop downs, it's easier, right? So two components, one have this, right? So if I show you the layers, this component also has this frame, but it's disabled, or let's say not visible, and when somebody hovers on it, the kind of interaction I have created, when somebody hovers on it, it goes to this particular variant, and it has open state. So that's how you create a very simple drop down button, right? So that's there. In terms of section, what I'm going to have, so yesterday I saw an intro video, and that's when I decided that okay, apart from this basic intro, I should have one video over here which is in almost first fold, or let's say the primary section, 1.5 fold, you can say. So till here it will be 1.5 fold, and still visible to the viewer, whoever is looking at this site, right? Then the experience section, here I'll have case study section, right? And I'll pick few of the case studies, right? These data are coming from my CMS. I'll show you the CMS in a bit, and also show you that how we can add new items to CMS, or how we can create a new CMS and attach it here. So that's one case study section. Then some of my past projects, I'll put either just the thumbnail, which will be clickable, and then each individual will take you to its individual pages. Now this is also being brought by the CMS, right? So I have all those data pre-entered in the CMS, including this thumbnail. Then this section for blog articles, which I'll be writing really soon. So that's my that's my bucket list, you can say, and I am trying to have placeholders beforehand, so that when it comes to actually writing or putting it, I do not have to rebuild it. Okay, then the stack, whatever I know and whatever I use, some awards and certifications, and then the footer. So that's for the home page, which I am planning. Not sure whether this will be enough or not. Probably it is. Probably I might change the structure in form of a story. I haven't decided it yet, but this is the pretty much structure which I am following after looking at a lot of portfolios, right? Again, this is something which all of hiring managers or people might not like to see, or maybe do not read it. So I made a simple carousel over here, although I think after putting a video, I don't think that this one is required. So this is something which I was trying last month, and I'll just show you what it looks like. So I have a custom cursor over here, and an image, and it's a scroll, and it shows all the things which I have done. And then after looking at this, they can decide to either go to home page, or view my case studies, right, view my work, or contact me for anything, like either to hire me, or to give me a freelance or something like that. I don't know. So this is the idea, right? Then there are a few things which I am rethinking now. So you know about the filters, right? In my previous website, I have filters for my projects, and I wanted to categorize them in terms of either the domain or the company or organization, because I already have a filter based on the kind of work I have done, right? So either it's a app UI or website UI or landing page, but I don't think that it's something I can share directly. So I am thinking to categorize them in terms of the domain, and one domain would be sent, I mean that link would be sent to the hiring person if I am applying for that domain. That would combine all the common things, common projects in one place, right? Okay, now then we have about page. So about page I had, but it's not something which is serving the purpose that well. I mean it is more towards you know, what I have done it in a sequential order, but I don't think it's representing in terms of a story, or I mean why someone would want to know that where I grew up and what I did. They would be more interested in what I can do, right, and what I can work with, and what are my expertise, what I think about design, what I think about UX. My thought process takes priority over here, not that what I did and where I graduated from. Maybe those are something which they might require after they hire me, but not upfront, right? So probably this is not the correct way to do it, and that's why I thought let's have those questions and answers over here, that what I think about design, what I think about UX, what I think about AI, and those things people probably want to know, and most of the time they ask in the interview, right? Even in your intro call they ask all these things. So yeah, having those up front might reduce your time, and the person who is looking to hire you can easily filter out, okay, this person is very organized and have the understanding in a very curated way. See, I am doing this to foolproof myself, because at the point where I'm sitting in an interview, I might not gather all these thoughts at once. So being prepared is a plus. Okay, and this is something I have been thinking to improve these cards, that at what place or in what company I have done what, right? So in I'll be writing all these pointers over here, and that would make it easier for any hiring manager to scan and understand. So they will be most likely bullet pointers, but I haven't written it, they are just placeholder for now, right? What else? So in terms of achievements, let's see, if I have here, right, I have little more, but I don't want to put everything on the home page. So that's why I thought that let's have these achievements in a separate page where I can use photos of receiving awards or getting certificates, right? And probably write those. So it's not structured yet, but that's what I am going for. And the contact me page, where I can write, or I can put all the links of social media sites, or maybe YouTube or something. Although I have a separate tab for YouTube videos, which I have put it over here. This is for I think free resources which I would be making, such as icon library or design system or something like that. And yeah, this is for Figma community, I think. Just play it. So this is for, yeah, Figma community files, and this is for free resources, right? So that's what I have planned for, and I will be making individual pages for all these three and putting it here. And then I also used a Google form. When somebody wants to contact me, they can do it, right? And how it is over here. So in assets, there are predefined embeds which you can use. So you can embed YouTube videos, you can embed Google Map, Typeform, or Google Forms, right? Both are good, and you can use those. Lotte files, again, if you have made any interaction in Lotte, then you can put them directly over here. And yeah, you can use any HTML or URL embed directly. So if you want to embed Behance, you can do it. All right, going back to again. So I also thought that if I can have a profile made on TopMate, maybe in the future, then I should have a page, right? So it's just a placeholder for now. Not sure when I'll make it, but I am thinking in near future I'll put it here. And this is hire me page. I haven't thought that what would be the layout, maybe in this tab format or something else. Still, again, open for discussion, and not sure how I'll make it. But those are the pages. Now let's look at the projects. So there are two types of projects I have. One project is mainly the old projects, which have more of UI, not UX, and they include a bit of branding and packaging, all those things as well. So visual identity, packaging, landing page UI, just one page. They have really good design, but I'm not very certain about the copy of those landing pages and websites, because it was being provided by either clients or the project manager who was working with me. So not very certain about putting those in UX, or I can definitely say that those are not case studies. Those are just work, a little better, which I feel that I should have a collection of it, but not specifically made for hiring managers. So I can put it in form of projects or past work or archive. We can decide on its name afterwards, right? And each card will have one thumbnail, its title, the description, what it is about, right? And then the client, project type for mobile or web or wherever, and when I completed this. So I have all these data, that's why I'm putting it. And then in terms of their detail, I'll have a really good title and a description about it, and then the main thumbnail, and then I'll start from what this project is about, who is it for, then what was the actual brief given to us, what I did in terms of resource and collecting data or deciding on the theme and everything. And then I'll have visuals around those, right? and then the actual a snapshot of all the pages maybe, and the uniqueness about all those UI, right? Either it could be interaction or something which I solved through UI or interaction design. So that, right, so these are the things which I had prepared earlier, but I don't think they will make more sense now, because this is the format which is already there on the Behance, but I don't like it now. So I'll go with that, where I can explain about the project and the reason behind innovative decisions which I took. And for the case studies, so again, this is one card template, and then I'm thinking to divide those case studies where I improved something or where I did something impactful, either in terms of the organization which I have been to, or the kind of domain those projects belong to, right? Because let's see, at the heart there were projects, because it was more of a multidisciplinary verticals. I mean, the one was in, let's say, delivery, or let's say last mile delivery. One was in B2B, and one was B2C. Then there was there was many internal projects. So that, then I have edtech, then I have fintech. That also has a finance portion, so those features were separate and they were quite big. I mean, you can make an MVP out of those features, so they're pretty big. And there were incremental improvements on features, so I can show the journey and we went from where to where and what we achieved. So I'm not very certain about these filters. Either it can be by company or by the domain, right? And for the detail page of each case study, I'm thinking of this particular layout. So on top I'll have a header or something, a glimpse of what I did, right? And then different sections, and they could start from having a snippet about the impact and constraints and the actual problem we solved. And then I can start with these small sections where I can showcase all the design decisions with the problems, like what are the problems, what we what hypothesis we made, what we improved, and what else we made possible, right? So the impact and outcome, that okay, we got certain outcomes, and these were now foolproof for future use. And also, now that it has been quite some time, if I have to improve it today, then what I will do. So all those things I'll put it in the case study over here, and have a quick link on the left which will be sticky, right? And then I also had thought about having a small presentation per case study, but that's too much of work now that I'm rethinking it. So this will be the quick snapshot, and then I'll have the actual file with all the design decisions and everything put somewhere, either on Notion or somewhere, I don't know, because I do have Notion which has lot of projects. If I can show it to you, give me a sec. So yeah, here, so I have, I don't know, lots of projects which I have to do, but yeah, not everything is important, but I just want to have a collection of my work, and that will be on Notion, and that will be in detail, everything over there. Now what else I have to work on? So the articles, the blog which I talked about, and I'm thinking of writing few things. I have a lot of topics, and I have written few things in my notebook, and I want to put them online somewhere. So not sure whether I'll put everything over here. Maybe I can put them on Medium and then put links over here, or I can just create CMS over here itself, right? And this is the detail page of that article, and each article will follow again some similar format with the specific width, along with a sticky container over here. So this will take you to the Instagram and videos, maybe YouTube, and maybe have one related item over here. So yes, that's the plan for now. But at the end, when I am actually making it, things might change, right, based on what I have thought as of now, or what you can, or what I can have when I end all these portfolio sessions. So now that things are little known to you, let me show you the good part of Figma site, what you can do, right? So the first thing is that you have to create once, right? For example, this. So you create for desktop, and you'll get things for tablet and mobile on its own. You have to do minor adjustments, right? And things will follow in a really good way, right? So that's you can do. Also, if you look at the text styles over here, everyone can define these in Figma design, but what's better in Figma sites, that you can add breakpoints. So this is your, let's say, default style. In desktop, if I want to have 32 size, then okay, good. In tablet, I want to decrease it to 28. So I'll have same h1 tag and everything, but the font size is now by default applied to these tablets, right, and the mobile. So that's a good part about Figma site. Now this is also available in Framer, right? So you can do that there as well, but I like the way it is over here. So just go to Figma site, experiment a bit, and you will understand all the good parts about Figma site. Okay, these are rich text and case studies. These are the add-on textiles which comes with the CMS, right? So you can actually customize those. So by default they were something else. I had customized it for my own uses. Then you have variables as well. So let's go to variables, and this is what I have made for basic Dehat colors. If I use somewhere, then these are the responsiveness which I have defined for typography and posts, and their vertical margin, horizontal margin, and gaps and everything, for case study thumbnails as well, for footer thumbnail as well. So pretty much there, and for body as well. And what is left are the corner radius, which I haven't defined yet, but I'll be adding those soon. And now in terms of colors, so one thing which is not live in Figma site are the modes, right? and modes, I mean the color mode support. So whenever you think that okay, can I place a single toggle button which will change the theme of my website, it's not supported yet, but it's there in Framer. So I had dark mode variables defined over here, but they were not working. When I went to publish those, I had to like remove it because it totally said that it's not supported. So what I can have for now, either I can publish this in light theme or I can publish this in dark theme, but not both at the same time, right? So that's the limitation, but apart from that, I think you can make pretty good website with this, right? Also, last time I said that in terms of interaction, you have lot of things, right? So if you have quick links on the top, you can use these scroll to and select the section and it will scroll down. Then you have conditionals, right? So if let's say I put a condition that if this variable is on, it will show this, or if not, then it will not show it. So I can put those conditions over here. I can change these variables on click, right? Then the hover effect, press effect, reveal, all these things you can put whatever. I mean, go experiment, you will understand a lot. Custom cursor, I have shown you a custom cursor for this. Here I have put a custom cursor of scroll, right? And it is here, so it's just a text and I put it in custom cursor over here. So you can put anything, right? You can write anything, you can create any sort of small element and put it as a custom cursor. Okay, now variables, I'm sure you have worked with. Let's go to our CMS. So in this CMS, right, two things which has to be done. For example, you need a page, at least a page to work. So let me see, I create a web page and put it over here. Okay, let's make it a test page, right? And actually let's make it a listing page, and then I'll have a detail page, right? Detail page. Okay, then let's see, we can have in terms of listing, we can have a thumbnail. Okay, we can have title, and let's make it maybe this, right? And for now I'm just taking one detail page, sorry, description. Sorry. Great. And first let's create a component out of it. Okay, so here, and before filling it, I will make it this. Okay, a placeholder for image, and I'll put image in alternate text, and then these, right? Let's create a auto layout, 8 pixels gap, and one tile over here, right? Let's create a component and place it here. So this is our one listing card. Now I want to have few things. Let's see. Title of the project, same what I am having over here, right? And okay, we also need a back button, and I'll put it in a auto layout, right? And I'll have 40 by 40 middle, or fill, maybe something like this. And okay, and let's make it round so that it's easier for you to understand. So title, and I'll put it a little bigger, and then we can have this thumbnail, right? Something like this, and description over here, and few more details below, right? So let's just pick something, and it's just a placeholder. And let's see, you can have a lot of details in this section, just like a blog post. Okay, now I'm going to just connect it to one CMS. So we have one listing, we have one detail, right? And on click of this, it will open. So great. Now let's create one interaction, simple interaction, that it will be here. Okay, and now create another CMS over here. So I will add a new collection, right? And I can import either pre-made Excel sheet, or I can just create a new collection over here. So let's see, I have collection, I'll rename it, and let's put something for now, I don't know, and over here. Great. So this is basic structure which is now created. And can I rename this? Edit fields. No, I want to rename it first. How do I rename it? Yeah. Okay. Test CMS. And now let's add some title. So suggest me some titles. What can I write? Okay, graphic design logo. Okay, body. So I'm just pasting again something random. Maybe I can write here, to clarify, graphic design. Okay, this is the body. I want to have a thumbnail as well, because this is something default. So a rich text where I can put anything like a blog, everything at once, right? I can insert images, I can make it bullet list or numbered list, bold, I can put links and all those things. I can actually write all these headers to make it relevant to the Google crawl, where it crawls, right? So h1 h2, all these text headers would be working if you are putting in that way in this rich text, right? We already have this in our styles defined. Okay, uh, let's change or add more fields. So I want to add an image which will be thumbnail. Okay, I can add more images if required. And now I should have plain text. So I already have a title, right? We need a description. So description would be this, one line. And we do not need date as of now. And do we need link? I don't think we need a link for now, because let's say if I put a link to Behance, right? So I will have different tiles, and on each click they will take me to my individual Behance or individual dribble or individual medium page, right? So if I put link, I will have a placeholder to have a link which will then take me to external sites, whatever I put. But I don't need it because I am making it on this site itself. So that's one. Let's rearrange a bit. Okay, and done. So we have these. Now I am getting an option, and I would just say that logo exploration for what can we write? Let's say fintech brand. Something like this, right? Now for the thumbnail is going to be a little bigger, as we have seen. So if I have option, I should make it, right? And this is in almost in square, and this is a rectangle. So how can we make it different? So either I make the ratio equal, or I have two different images, right? We can do that, definitely we can do that. Then we need two different images over here, one for thumbnail and one for the detail page. But let's go ahead with just one, and let me just download a logo, right? Okay, so let me see. I'm just randomly downloading it, not very sure whether they're right or not. Okay, okay, so I have three logos, and I'll upload first. Downloads. Okay, only one I can use. So let me convert those into JPEG. Okay. Quick action. Okay, great. So we have this. We can use some alternate text, and then let's add another item. Okay, and this would be fintech logo, and I can have logo expiration part 2 or something. and then I'll have another, right, and I can write something. Can we put okay, great. So I'll have a text over here, right, and then over here let's go back to first one. I'll change the copy of this one as well. Okay, and let's add another item and have it okay. Now description, and image, right, and okay, let's paste it. And now 3 of our items here we have input. Okay, so this is our simple CMS, and this is the text. I can put some image as well. Let's just do that, so you will have a little bit of understanding. So what can I put? Is there anything which is good? Let's just use these images. They're quite big. Anything small? Not sure. Okay, we had these images before, so let's just use these. Okay, here they're quite big though. Maybe. So we have an image quite big, and at the bottom we can make it either left aligned, center line, right line, or fit edge to edge. So we are going ahead with edge to edge. Okay, and now this is in our first CMS, and now let's connect these. So CMS connect and the test CMS. So I connect it. Now there are two things which Figma site is providing. One for the full page, that means if I click this, I can open these detail page, right, and every detail over here will change, and this is part of the page. That means it is for the listing. So let's connect this listing first, and over here, if this is connected, okay, we have 3 styles now. Let me just place it in a better way, because now everything is getting messed up. So let's put it here. I'll make it this 0, yeah, something like this. 56, no margin. Let's make it 2 for now, and now let's go back to CMS and connect it. So our title would be connected to this one. See, it has picked up all those titles which we had defined, right? And then let's connect the description. Great. And now the thumbnail. Okay, great. Now the one thing which we need to do for this to open, go back here, select this and create an interaction and put it here, right? So on click of this, it will open. Okay, or we can just directly do it from here itself. Why we are putting it one by one? Okay, can do it from here. Okay, great. Now let's connect this page. So go back to CMS, connect full page, and it is connected. Now let's connect the title, the description, the thumbnail, and the rich text. Okay, now we'll have to check whether it is being trimmed from the bottom or not, right? So this much. If I change to different segment, different CMS entry, so it will show something like this, and then to third, show something like this. Go back to the first one, and this is how it looks now. If I increase, great. Now let's just play it, and imagine you as a visitor arrived here through a menu or something, and you have 3 different projects. We can put some sort of, yeah, it would be better if we have a stroke width. Okay, so here when I click on it, it opens the page. It's taking time. Is it, or is it outside? Oh, it is on the desktop. Okay, let's try it again. Maybe the image is quite heavy, that's why it's taking time. Let's check other. Okay, it's not working actually. It is supposed to be test CMS. Great. Okay. Oh my goodness. So this is obstructing us. Okay, it's not visible because of this. I think now it will be visible because initially it was stick to the bottom and was measuring everything from the bottom. Now I have put it on the from the top, so now it should be visible. Yeah, it is visible. Okay, but can you see the scale? Great. Go back here, and this is another. Oh, okay, I think you understood the basic of this, how it's working. So it is opening 3 different pages, and but it requires a lot of adjustments, such as these ones, and everything is now in absolute format. So maybe I'll put them into something like this. Okay, and also have, yeah, have something as margins. So on the left, right, I'll put it left and right, and from the top, and this would be not 0, maybe 80 pixels, and great. Okay, now they should respond as well, something like this. So as you can see, it's not responding to the smaller sizes, and if we just do that here for tablet and mobile, it would be little easier. See that, and this. Okay, great. So this is how it should be, and let's look at this. Great. And now let's look at our different pages now. So this one, okay, great. Okay, for tab, for mobile. All right, so it is working fine now. Okay, cool. I think you got the gist of it. With CMS, you will be able to either add your portfolio projects or case studies or blog articles, and this is the simple way to build it. It surely will take certain time, but I think it will be worth it, because it will be your design, your interaction, and every element will have the control you want, right? And then I'll continue. Maybe you might not feel like very productive, but this is just the way I have thought about it, and I'm going to build it. Okay, so all right, so let's end the session now, and if you have any other question, please you can ask me in the comments after this session ends, and I'll reply. Okay, all right, so that's it for this session. I'll be waiting for all of you in next one, where I'll be actually making my own portfolio rather than just telling you what I'm doing. Okay, all right, thanks for joining. Bye bye, take care.